Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Patty Artessa, and I'm from AAA Northeast, and I'm the Director of Public and Government Affairs. Thank you for joining our webinar on Protect Your ID. With October being Cybersecurity Month, and in today's increasingly cashless and online society, identity theft is a real threat. AAA members receive Protect My ID, which I'm not sure a lot of people are aware of. And it comes free with your membership. And today we will learn about the Protect My ID suite of products and how you can keep yourself safe online and in real life. Today I will be the moderator, and we also have speakers, which are Renee Britton, and she's the Vice President of Accounts Development and Client Services. And also from AAA Northeast, we have Damon James, who's our Senior Manager of Membership for this department. So welcome everybody, and I'll turn it over to Renee.
Thank you, Patty. Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Thank you for spending your Monday with us. Hope everyone is safe and healthy out there, wherever you are. I'm thrilled to be here today to talk about the Protect My ID program. I am a third generation AAA member. I started my membership when I was 16 years old. I remember my grandmother always had her AAA bumper sticker on every Cadillac she ever owned. I don't remember her not having her silver with the red AAA letters on her bumper. So this is very near and dear to my heart. The partnership between AAA and Experian started with a club out of California in 2008. We have continued to grow across the U.S., and we now have our partnership with over 31 clubs throughout North America. This is a partnership that is built on value, trust, and true collaboration. Before I jump in, I want to talk a little bit about the evolution of data and the influence of technology. Gone are the days of someone stealing our wallet or maybe our credit card and going into the local bank to try to open a checking account, or maybe taking your credit card and going to Macy's to try to make a purchase before someone would realize, or you would realize, that your card was missing. Banks and frankly most of the industry have become quite sophisticated around the tools and technology that they use to protect us from that type of fraud. Where we are today with the evolution of wanting data and decisions within seconds is everything is happening behind the scenes, fueled by people that sit behind computers with bad intentions and want to capture our data in mass quantities, known as data breaches. And it's not as close to us. And that is why this type of protection is important now more than ever. It's not just humans that are taking our ID, but there's machines that are doing damage with how they use our ID. So let's talk a little bit about the program that we have in place with AAA that is offered to all of the AAA members and employees throughout North America. You can jump in. Perfect. So let's talk about the value of the program that we have in place today. There's 3 levels of identity protection to suit your needs based on your budget. The Essential program is a free program that is part of the value of being a AAA member. And Damon will jump into the features and benefits of each of these programs, but we've put together options to make it easy for you and to give you peace of mind, depending on what level of protection you're looking for. All of the data and materials are available within a dashboard that Damon will touch on later in this presentation. Part of the protection that we offer, we include advice from a certified fraud resolution agent. So in the unfortunate event that you have been a victim of fraud or you think your data has been compromised, we have experts on standby ready to help. We monitor credit data elements. We monitor what's called PII, or your personal identifying information. So we're keeping an eye on all data elements that could be compromised. We also offer a $1 million up to $1 million in coverage in identity theft insurance, and so much more. We can jump into the next slide. So let's talk a little bit about just the continued growth around identity theft. 3.2 million records around the number of fraud and identity theft incidents have been reported, and this was 2019, and it continues to grow. This is a huge industry. $2 billion in fraud losses have been claimed in the US, and 164 million records have been compromised through data breaches. So when you read about the various data breaches that happen, this is data that's been compromised, our precious data, more than once, and it sits out in the cyber world, breached without our knowledge. But this is where AAA can protect you in the event that that happens. Next slide. With the rise in COVID, as we all moved to quarantine and work from home, so did the criminals. If you look at the number of fraud reports, this is just in a 2-month period. The FTC reported, oh goodness, sorry, my computer is rebooting. I'm going to go from my slides here. The FTC reported 18,000 cases within 2 months and 13 million in revenue. The FTC also reported $152 million in losses year to date, just through the COVID time. Additionally, if you see the 320,000 complaints, we've also seen, according to the FTC, a 350% increase in fake websites. So as we're all at home and we're shopping online and kids are online for school, this is a time that is more critical than ever to protect your assets, your precious credit information and identity variables that are important to you. As we're working from home, so are the criminals, and now is the time to put protection in place. If you go to the next slide, let's talk a little bit about how we enhance the program. As I talked earlier, this is a true partnership built on collaboration. And part of that is we continue to look at the program and the features and benefits that will protect you as the evolution of fraud continues. We recently added a credit lock feature to the Platinum program. This lock feature is very valuable in that it helps you be in control of locking your credit files, your Experian credit file, when you're not using credit. Maybe you bought that house at the beginning of the year, you bought a car last year, there's no credit activity that's top of mind for you. This is the time that you can lock your credit report, and when you're ready to apply for credit, you can go and unlock that credit report on your own. We also include a Vantage Score Tracker. This is a great tool, especially for those young AAA members out there that are just building credit. I know personally, as a credit established individual, I love seeing my score go up. Who doesn't? This allows you to track when you are increasing your score, and maybe you want to build your score before you go to make a large purchase, such as a home equity line of credit, or maybe that RV you've been dreaming about to take that road trip. Additionally, we have score variance alerts. So this alerts you when there has been a change to your score. This personal story for me, I have my alert that came out and my score dropped dramatically. It was like 23 points, and I was scratching my head thinking, what the heck happened? Well, I had a delinquency with Macy's that was reported in error, but I would have never known about that had I not been monitoring my score. It allowed me to contact Macy's credit department. After further research, they realized it was reported in error, and I was able to quickly address and correct my credit and get my score back on track. And the last one that is a new feature is real-time credit alerts. So if you think about any time you go and apply for credit, most companies, whether it's a financial institution or any type of a large purchase, they will pull your credit. And that's what's considered a credit inquiry, when someone is inquiring on your credit. This is extremely valuable because it gives you real-time notification that your credit report has been pulled. If you're sitting in Banana Republic and someone pulls your credit and you say, yep, that real-time alert, that was me, that's peace of mind when you're sitting somewhere having lunch and you see that same inquiry come through and you're not wherever that inquiry is happening. So again, real-time protection that keeps you in the know, and again, protection from AAA. Damon, I'll hand it over to you to dig a little bit deeper into how folks can sign up for this.
Thank you, Renee. Appreciate it. That was great information, by the way. All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. As we mentioned, it's really great to talk to you about this on a Monday afternoon. Just to give you a little bit of background about myself, my name is Damon James. I've been with AAA for about 10 years, and I actually, in conjunction with Sue, who's another one of the panelists, was involved with launching the product at AAA Northeast back in 2014. So very familiar with the product and seen it come a long way. As you know, as Renee has said, it's been quite an evolution, quite a partnership. In any event, in case any of you are not familiar, the PMID landing page underwent a major redesign last month, and the result is, I think you'll see, and this is just one quick screenshot to give you an indicator, but the result is a much more user-friendly page, and just so you know, it's mobile responsive, which is great, meaning it renders well on cell phones and tablets, so you can enroll and or log into your account on the go. You don't have to be sitting at your desk. Just advise that you do that on a secure network, and those type of protocols are in place. But in any event, it's a really nice feature, especially for, as you know, as Renee mentioned, maybe some of our younger members who might live a more on-the-go lifestyle, more mobile lifestyle. On the page, of course, there's a plan comparison tool, so you can view the benefits of all three products. You know, clearly as you go up in the cost of them and the tier level, you get more and more features. So you're able to look at all three products. The essential product, which is free and included, you get to look at PMI Deluxe and PMID Platinum and select the level of coverage that's right for you. So that's something that's there and something to take advantage of. Next slide, please. We can now look at an overview of the products. PMID, as I mentioned, that's the essential, PMID Essential is the entry-level identity theft protection product. Even though it's free to AAA members, packed with features such as credit monitoring, lost wallet protection, fraud resolution support. And since it is free, no reason not to enroll and have the peace of mind that you have help in protecting your credit and identity for thieves. And at a $49 value, and again, free to AAA members, it's a great deal and a great member benefit to all members at all membership levels. Next slide, please. Okay, the mid-tier product is PMI Deluxe. I don't know why I keep saying Deluxe, and includes everything from Essential, plus there are added features to help protect your identity. So they start adding in social security number monitoring, child identity monitoring, and believe it or not, there are millions of children under the age of 17 who have their identity stolen. So, you know, again, it's not, it's a really good thing to have in place, particularly if you have children, younger children. And of course, dark web surveillance, which everyone knows, there's some things going on in the dark web that you don't want to be involved with and don't want to have your identity there. So those are just some of the additional features that are included in PMID Deluxe. And at $10.95 per month, it's a great value at a price that's only available to AAA members, about a 40% discount. So really good value there, and another great membership benefit available at that price to AAA members. And then if you go to the next slide, please. PMID Platinum, that's the highest level of protection, and needless to say, it includes all the features of the other products, plus some additional ones that really set it apart. As Renee indicated, it has credit lock, which I think a lot of people and a lot of, I feel like I've read, a lot of experts recommend that you have, if you can get something like that, it's a great feature to have to turn your credit off, again, as Renee mentioned, when you're not using it. So obviously much less likelihood of someone trying to take advantage during those periods. And then you can turn it back on again if you're going to buy a car or get something financed or what have you. So really great benefit. And it also includes social media monitoring. so you can ensure your privacy and reputation remain intact on social media. I think we're all maybe some of us working from home now. You may be doing more things on social media. You're not able to go out as often and socialize in person. So again, great thing to have and a great protection and peace of mind to have if that's the lifestyle you're doing and you're spending time on social media. And that product is at $15.95 per month. And again, a great value, and it's an exclusive price only available to AAA members. Next slide, please. All right. Go through the enrollment process. Next slide. Great, thank you. So really quick and easy, the enrollment process, very simple and straightforward, either online or by phone. You just provide a couple of pieces of key data, select the product you want to enroll in, hit enter, and you're done. You get validated very quickly. The whole process from start to finish probably only a few minutes long. And once that's done, you're enrolled. You can set up to get your alerts and things like that, register your credit cards or bank cards for lost wallet protection or what have you. But again, a really easy process to enroll. And again, you can do that either online or you can call the phone and an agent can walk you through that process as well. Next slide, please. All right. You can go to the next one. So there are some great resources that are there. Not everyone, including myself, is a credit expert. So once you are enrolled, you have a wide variety of tools and resources, to help you take preventative action to safeguard your identity, to get a better understanding of credit, and even initiate a fraud resolution investigation if you're unlucky enough to have an identity theft issue. So again, another great resource included at all levels of Protect My Identity, so you don't have to be in the platinum product necessarily to get access to these. And again, it's a great tool for someone whose credit is not necessarily their quote unquote day job. So I think with that, I think we have hopefully maybe some time for some questions if there happen to be some. Otherwise, again, we remind you, and most people probably at least at this point listening to this are AAA members, so if you are able to enroll, you can do it today at the URL indicated. So just want to make sure you're aware of that free benefit for you. Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you both, Renee and Damon. And it is such an easy process to enroll in this program. It takes less than probably 7 seconds. So I really encourage people to do it. If you don't feel comfortable and you don't have a computer, you can go into your branch and your member service counselors are more than happy to assist you with that process. So again, that's great. Mark, do we have any questions? I don't see any right now.
Yes, we do. We have 2 questions that came in, and I'll read off the first one. What is the difference between a credit lock and a credit freeze?
Great question. Thank you, Mark. A credit freeze is when you have been a victim of identity theft and you can contact the credit bureaus. And remember, there's 3 credit bureaus: Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. We all collect data on individuals. We do not share data, but when it comes to fraud, it allows you to share a freeze on your credit report. The challenge is anytime you want to go apply for credit, you have to contact the bureaus to unfreeze your credit report. A lot of times people forget about it. You're sitting at the car dealership after lunch and your husband talks you into going to buy that big Ford 150 that he just had to have. So it becomes a little bit of a barrier because you're scrambling to find the right number, et cetera. The beauty of Credit Lock and what's available through the Platinum program is that you have the ability, it's in your hands to unlock your credit report. So you can be sitting in the dealership, you can go right into the application and unlock your credit report right from your phone, or if you happen to carry a tablet with you, and you're in control. So it's a great feature. I personally use it just for peace of mind. I always lock my credit report, and if I'm going to apply for credit, I just go right in and unlock it. So it's a great feature.
That's unbelievable, Renee. I was not aware of that, so I definitely learned something. Thank you. And the second question, Mark?
Yeah, are we able to change the program tier at any time?
Absolutely. In fact, I don't know why every member that belongs to AAA doesn't have a free program. It is a great benefit. You think of peace of mind driving down the road. If you get a flat tire or you run out of gas, you're going to call AAA. It should be the exact same thing when it comes to your identity theft and your protection. So sign up today and get a little taste of it. Get familiar with the app. Maybe go into a branch. As Damon mentioned, there's a wealth of information that can help educate you about credit. My mother always told me, don't date someone with a bad credit score or bad credit. So use that advice. It is a wonderful asset. And if you understand a little bit more and you want to skip a latte or two once a month, you can upgrade at any time into a platinum program or deluxe program for ongoing protection for you and your family.
Thank you, Renee.
Great question.
Any other questions, Mark?
Yeah, another one just came up. Are members able to get a copy of their credit report?
Yes, so there's a couple different ways, but in the application, you will have visibility to the credit report. But bear in mind, at any time that you want a copy of your credit report, there are resources available that can guide you to how to get an actual physical copy of your credit report. And all of that is listed on the landing page in the education center that Damon mentioned.
So that's great. We have the information printed out right there for anyone that has questions about it. Great tool to have. Any others, Mark?
Well, that's it for now.
Okay. Next slide. I personally want to thank all of you. Especially goes out to Susan. Susan has been very helpful with the background of this presentation, getting everyone on the same page. Also, I have to thank our speakers, Renee and Damon. You both did a great job on your research. It made it so much easier, and that you can just really sign up with no hiccups at all. So that is great. I thank you very, very much. And also I would like to thank Mark, who's helped us out behind the scenes, Janet Brown, who has done a phenomenal job supporting me, as well as Wendy Mallory and Alex Lakey, who's on our back end as well. Thank you all. I appreciate your time that you put into this presentation, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Stay safe.
Take care, everyone.
Take care. Thank you.